Alright, you guys, I'm going to show you how we got from this blonde color from last week to this deep blue ombre. As you can see, it is cute. So if you want to see how I did this, keep on watching. Now let's play that intro. So here's our Lighten 613 unit. I washed it and cleaned off as much makeup as I could off the lace. Now that the mixture is together, I'm going to test out the hair to make sure that I got the correct color. So I didn't think this color was potent enough, so I went ahead and added some more dye and tested out a new piece of hair to test the color. Ultimately, I got a color that was too dark. To avoid wasting more hair on testing out the color, I decided to get a paper towel and use that to compare this color to the new color. I decided to add some more water to thin it out and make the color a little bit lighter. And now it's about that time. It's time to dip the hair, comb it out, and get this ombre going. So let's get the record straight. I was not going for an ombre at first, but me and my sister both agreed that the ombre was the way to go. So I re-dipped the hair into the water, starting with the frontal so that way it can catch some color because it's currently still blonde. And then I just inserted the rest of the wig in after I got the frontal in. So this is pretty much the color I got, just making sure that there are no blonde spots or any splotches that got missed when dipping the hair, and this is the final color. Now it's time to blow dry. Here's my short clip of me blow drying. Don't forget that it is imperative that you use cool air on your frontals and closures. You don't want to burn a hole in your lace. I have flat ironed the wig off camera, and so now it's time to install. I won't be wearing this unit long, so I'll be using Got2b glue gel for this install. I simply put the gel onto my forehead and allow it to dry as I add makeup to the frontal. So I'll be using these shades mixed together onto the lace. I'll be putting this on the hairline and also on the parting space. In part 1 of this wig series, I put some Got2b glue spray onto the wig cap and it worked very well. So I did the same thing this time. So here I'm just adjusting the wig to my head, and I'm going to just make sure it's comfortable before I lay this down. Also, because this is not a brand new wig, I have to hold down on the hairline instead of pulling on the 2 to 3 inches of lace that's usually in the front of the wig. So here, I'm just going to add a little bit more Got2b glue to the areas that needed it. So I'm just going to put on my silk bandana, and I just added this clip so that way you could see this really cool thing I did to the wig. I made the front a little bit brighter so that way it can add some dimension, and I think it really turned out great. So I decided to comb out some of the stiffness of the hairline that was created because of the product that we used. You can leave it if you'd like, but that's just what I chose to do. So I'm also going to go around my hairline and make sure that there's no hair stuck underneath the lace, and also that the lace is laid where I want it to be. So I'm just going to start by pulling back the hair and adding some hairspray so that way those hairs don't get in the way when I put this foam on it. Again, I'm using Nairobi hair foam. I'm just going to put it around the perimeter of the hairline just so I can get the final melt. Now that my silk bandana is on, I can start my makeup. Now let me just get this out there. I'm a minimalist when it comes down to makeup. I don't want to use a lot of products on my face, and ultimately I just like a natural look. So I usually just do some eyebrows and conceal them, and then some highlight. Sometimes I conceal the blemishes or dark marks on my face, and then also sometimes some lipstick or lip gloss, and the occasional lash or two, maybe some eyeliner, but that's about it. I don't like to put a lot of makeup on my face. So this is pretty much the look, and so I'm going to take off the silk bandana and figure out where I'm going to part. So my goal was to showcase the lighter part of the frontal. So I went through the left part and now I'm doing the center part. And I didn't like the middle part all that much, so I tried the right side part. But I don't think it showcased the lighter color as well as the left side part did. So I decided to go with a left side part. And this is pretty much done, but I do have some final clips in front of the ring light so you guys can see how well this lace blended and how well this color looks. So keep on watching if you want to see the final product. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See ya!